papayas here. See how nice and yellow these guys are? I'm just gonna try to grab those, but I'm enjoying my mango smoothie with cacao nibs in it. Not the cacao that I've dried. I've still got to roast that. Maybe today I'll do that. But these mangoes should be easy to just see if I can do it with one hand here. Holding a smoothie and a camera. Just shake this and boom. Dos papayas. Gonna go harvest fruit. Wanna come help? Of course you do. Actually, there was a papaya we can go get over here first, Arya. Alright, so Alex and I just dunked every chicken, gave it a bath for preventative, like a mite type treatment or whatever. And so these 11 chickens that we've captured all kind of have something where they're getting their feathers picked up by the other chickens or something going on with them. And so we decided, or she decided to, we're going to put them out to pasture with the cows. Ideally you want to catch the chickens that are the instigators doing the pecking, but it's harder for us to figure that out, and so we're just gonna rescue these ones and let them go live a happy life out in the field. Well, just went shopping essentially. Next door they had a ton of supplies for the food truck, which they are not opening this year, and so Alex was like, do you need this, that, and the other? And I was like, yes, yes, yes. So I've got some macadamia nuts, some star fruit lilikoi jam that John the chef made. She said this was his first batch, so you might have to see if it's any good, but star fruit barbecue sauce, some chipotle peppers, some tahini, because I mentioned I want to make hummus today, since I've got lemon and garbanzo beans, some vanilla for making cookies, and some cinnamon. Also got some pecans. Oh, there was some alcohol from the rental property where the guests didn't finish all their alcohol, so I might have one of these while I do some cooking today. Also a couple pounds of ground beef, which I was gonna make spaghetti tomorrow. So that's perfect. I should probably start thawing that in the fridge, to be honest, before I forget. So yeah, stocked up. Love it. Life is good here on the farm. Boom. Full fridge. I've also got all that steamed taro that I was going to ask the internet some ideas of what to do that. I know you can bake with those steamed taro cubes, so maybe some taro bread would be fun, because I'm running low on bread. And I just had that smoothie so far today, so I've got another slice of avocado to make some avocado toast right now. Dang, eating good here. Okay, doing step one of the hummus recipe was boil and then simmer the garbanzos in a half teaspoon of baking soda. This is apparently a crucial step if you want the light, fluffy, creamy hummus from a can of garbanzo beans, chickpeas. If you want them to soften up or whatever, you want to bring them to a boil and then simmer them for 10 minutes in a half teaspoon of baking soda. Let's crack open this sapote. I've been excited. It's supposed to have a custard-like interior. So here we go. Okay, this is what it looks like on the inside. Kind of hard to do with just the one hand, but that outer layer is pretty soft. Yeah, not super mind-blowingly flavorful or anything, but it's good, you know? Yeah, nothing to write home about, but I'm gonna just keep chowing that, and maybe you can turn it into a pudding. That would be good if you added the right ingredients. It's just kind of like a ripe, not super flavorful, soft and delicious fruit. That's what I would say. My limited food vocabulary. Right, we want the chickpeas to look bloated, skinless, and mushy to the touch. My appetite has been wet. But that avocado toast, oh my gosh. I could just live off of that for a while. Be happy as a clam, but... Okay, so we're gonna drain this and see if they're mushy. Okay, I drained them. Just ate one. Wouldn't say it was mushy, but whatever. Good enough. Maybe next time I simmer them longer. Felt like it was about 10 minutes, but they weren't really simmering with like a boil, so probably underdid it, but it's okay. First time, they'll still be good. Next up, I don't know. I think we get the tahini. We whip the tahini and the lemon. So before adding the beans, add fresh lemon juice, garlic, and salt to your food processor. Got a Vitamix blender. That should work, right? Okay. So I gotta read up, and I'll keep you posted. So just use this funnel to squeeze lemon in there, and one small lemon gave me exactly a quarter cup, which is what this recipe calls for. I spilled it. I knew I was going to do that. That's why I spilled it on the cutting board. And only one roughly chopped medium-sized garlic clove. I feel like that's not enough garlic, but that's what we're doing. And I forget what's next. Alright, so we're supposed to just start with the lemon and the garlic and the salt and process that. Then we'll add the half a cup of tahini. Ground cumin, we got it in stock. I'm just gonna add that half a teaspoon of ground cumin in there first. And now the exciting part. To finish it, we add the beans and blend for a few more seconds. It's not really sucking those in good, so luckily it said you want to add cold water or ice. That should help. I can't believe it. It worked. It's looking delicious. Super fresh and light and creamy and hummus. Let's get some chips out and show you what it tastes like. Let's see what this tastes like. So good. Very easy to make or have it turn out, I would say. Just like downtown. If I were in, where do they eat hummus? In the Middle East here. Yum. Alright, try it. I just need that fresh lemon. Could definitely add a little more garlic. I think I'm gonna eat it just plain today, and then maybe add some spices to it and stuff. Oh, I'm supposed to drizzle some oil over it too. Yeah, be good with veggies, but for now, I'm gonna eat a bunch of chip crumbs and hummus. More rain. So I used a spatula to get as much out of the Vitamix blender as I could, and it was easiest to put that onto a tortilla. And I've added lettuce and macadamia nuts, dry roasted mac nuts, to make a little wrap. Not sure if I should add something else to that. I think that'll be good. Nice, simple, fresh, yum. Alright, stoof, that was so good. Freshly made from a can with fresh lemon. and just expired tahini. Makes for some good hummus. Oh, just in, the weather report for tonight is extremely breezy. Am I right, Dad? Oh, okay, I'm going to catch up on the Maui news. This is from June 4th through 10th, so old news, but I grabbed this. I thought it was the free one. It was $3. Oops. Alright, the rain has let up for the moment, and I just got a text reminded me I got added to the group text, which at first I was like, what is this spam? But it's for the canoe club. 20 miles an hour. Oh, see a couple canoes out there, but they're probably the keikis or the kids. The text that somebody sent was like, the keikis got our canoe. So maybe they won't be going out, the adults won't be going out today. On a bay. Well, the adults were out paddling. I needed to get here earlier, and well, they had a full boat, so now I need to just coordinate. Hopefully Friday, if I get here half hour early, Grant, the dude who does the steering, the stoker, I forget the name of the guy in the back. Talked to Aneki. She gave me like a lesson on form and a mouthful or a earful of good information, I guess. But turned in my waiver, so I'm kind of like ready to take my swim test. Got to get here 3:30 on Friday for that, hopefully. And yeah, I'm excited. The adults look like kind of I might be the youngest one on the boat actually, so that's cool. I like old people. Time for a swim, I think. I could just swim from here, dive in, and swim to the beach to get an idea of, and then decide if I want to swim back. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, I passed the swim test, the mock self-administered swim test. From the pier to the beach, back to the pier, and didn't do too much front crawl. Mostly being on your back is the way to go long distance, if you ask me. So I did a little bit of just like the back butterfly. So much more relaxing just to have your head looking up as opposed to be mouth like and nose just getting in the water, doing doggy paddle for a little while. I mixed it up, some back crawl. Yeah, good workout. I need to swim. I think I'm going to do this more often. Feels good. Made it home sweet home. No rain, and look at these goats to greet me. They're in a new pasture. Everybody got switched around today. So far I've come up with the idea to steam some cabbage here. And while that's happening, I'm gonna snack on this poi that I have left. Ice cold poi with my only fajita seasoning. Actually, now I have access. Alex showed me where all the spices are in the fridge in the kitchen next door, so I can do a lot more seasoning, so that's exciting. But for now, we're doing fajita poi. Okay, taro bread. 1 cup of taro and 1/4 cup of water only. You're supposed to mash it smooth. That's step 1. Since it's ice cold in the fridge, I'm gonna put the water and heat that up with the taro there, so that'll make it easier to just mash it together. And then we're gonna add some sugar, salt, yeast, let it sit for a little while. Step 1. In the meantime, I steamed cabbage is marinating with some olives. Not really marinating, but just chilling. And then I'm cooking up some quinoa. So I'm going to do hummus, quinoa, a little cabbage wrap there for my nice light Mediterranean dinner. So basically you just have poi. I just added the oil, but you're supposed to let it sit with just the yeast in that poi with sugar, which is interesting because usually you have a lot more water when you're adding the yeast in the water or the sugar. But I did that. I think it's been almost 5 minutes. I'm kind of rushing it, but just added the oil, and so now I'm going to add 3 cups of just bread flour, as well as 3/4 cups of water, I think, up to a cup. So we're going to kind of just feel it out, and we need that for 8 to 10 minutes, and let it rise for 1 to 2 hours. So this is going to go, it's going to be a late night. It's 8:30. My Friday night though, so this is what we're doing, staying up late making taro bread. So it pretty much kneaded up into, there's a couple little purpley spots in there, which is fun, but it's pretty much a regular loaf of dough. So we're gonna let that sit and expand or double in size, and then time to have our quinoa wrap. Thinking this could use a little blue cheese before I add the hummus. That was incredibly good. Take a note on that recipe. Steamed cabbage. I've never even had a steamed cabbage roll. I think I came up with the idea thanks to my friend Geppetto de la Chat. So good. Quinoa, which kind of got a little bit of that little crusty bottom, more flavor in it, but really it was the hummus blue cheese combo and those olives. Oh, really good dinner. Wow, wasn't quite expecting it to be that good. Maybe because I'm starving. Now I do dishes. I need some music is what I need. Alright, dishes and music. Just me and the geckos rocking out. Let's check on this taro loaf. I think it might be done already. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Give it just another minute or two to make sure we don't have an undercooked loaf. Alright, nice golden taro loaf. Really, it's just kind of like regular bread with 1 cup of taro in there, so see how much I even noticed it. I'm kind of thinking it might not be all that much. To make a Hawaiian bread, you add more sugar and some milk to get that sweet Hawaiian bun type texture, feeling, taste. That's what the internet told me, so maybe we'll have to try that next time. Coconut milk and more sugar. Can't go wrong with those things. Alright, slicing into it, it looks a lot like my standard white bread. Some little chunks in there, but let's throw some butter on this to get a real true slice of good bread here. Alright, first bite of taro. I kind of said before I even got the flavor. Yeah, I mean, not noticing much of a difference. Seems like normal white bread to me.